Hello and welcome to TV9 Digital. This is your host Arun Sundaram. Today we're going to discuss a very interesting development which has taken place in corporate India. This one relates to PNB Housing Finance Company, a company which has been floated by the Delhi-based Punjab National Bank, the country's second largest public sector bank, ranking just behind the State Bank of India. Now, what's this interesting development about PNB Housing Finance? PNB, which is the promoter of this company, wanted to reduce its stake or perhaps sell out its stake totally in this housing finance arm. So, what it did was something very interesting. It roped in an international investor in the form of the Carlyle Group, the US based Carlyle Group. Things were growing normally. The plan was that Carlyle will take a stake and become the driving force as far as PNB Housing Finance was concerned. The plan got jettisoned because of the simple reason that a share advisory firm appealed to the market regulator, that is the Securities and Exchange Board of India or the SEBI, saying that the way in which the transaction was structured was detrimental or inimical to the minority shareholders. This particular viewpoint was upheld by the market regulator, that is the Securities and Exchange Board of India, and they said that the extraordinary general meeting, which was due to be convened on June 22nd, would not be convened. PNB Housing Finance was not going to take this lying down. What they instead did was they approached the next port of call, which is the Securities and Appellate Tribunal, and they approached them today, merely 24 hours before the crucial EGM, which was slated to happen tomorrow, that is June 22nd. The Securities and Exchange Board of India now finds its position a little bit shaky because the Securities Appellate Tribunal has spiked the SEBI's move. They have said that yes, the EGM can be conducted. The EGM, which will be conducted tomorrow, will go through as was planned. However, the result of the EGM, whether the proposal to induct Carlyle Group or not, will not be published. It will not be made public. Pending a final decision coming in from the Securities and Appellate Tribunal, which is due to hold its next hearing the next month. So, till such time, there's going to be a bit of suspense. The very fact that Carlyle was going to be inducted into the scheme of things as far as PNB Housing Finance was concerned saw the PNB Housing Finance script actually rally. And it rallied more than 20% as investors were interested in this particular move. But subsequently, thanks to what happened with SEBI, the stock tanked. In fact, today, at the time when the markets shut shop, that particular script was down 5%. Of course, since then, a lot has transpired, including the fact that the SAT or the Securities Appellate Tribunal has come up or announced its decision. So we will have to wait and watch which direction the winds will blow. But interestingly enough, there was this attempt being made probably to induct an investor, but at the same time, as the proxy advisory firm said, doing so at the detrimental outcome for the minority shareholder, which is something which is not acceptable. Now we will have to wait and watch how the SAT decides on this particular issue, whether, first of all, the shareholders will give their thumbs up as far as the induction of Carlyle Group is concerned, and if at all, if they do give the nod, what is the SAT's take on this particular issue? whether the SAT will abide by what the shareholders have decided or whether it will jettison the call. So we are in for some very interesting times as far as the PNB Housing Finance saga is concerned at this point of time. Thanks for watching. Be safe and secure. This is your host Arun Sundaram signing off.